Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at a upcoming release, or just released depending on the timing of this video, Class 1 Model Works GSC HD Flat Car. And we get a lot to talk about with these. Rolling stock reviews don't get as much attention as I'd like to give them. The views are kind of iffy, so I usually make a YouTube short out of these. However, this is just too much to cover to make a YouTube short video out of, so let's get started with the unboxing of this GSC HD flat car next. Okay, so you have the Class 1 Model Works kind of crate look to the box. It's pretty cool. And then obviously the information's on the end, which is great for storage. And you have a flip up lid. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can get a bigger picture with the car inside. Looks like they have kind of put these cars at an angle in this shipping container, so that's interesting. I've not seen that before, but you still open it classic way through the side here. No paperwork to be found, which is good for me. I actually enjoy not having paperwork, because it's less stuff to try to cram in that box when you're trying to run a long consist. Here's the flat car out of the plastic blister packaging, surrounded with soft plastic, and I'll get this other one unboxed too so you can take a look. Okay, many people ask me about Era when they're looking to buy, which they usually end up on review videos when they're looking to buy. And these ran from the 40s, or these actually were produced late 40s to early 50s. They ran well past that. They come with 3 different styles of jacking pad. You've got 2 shown here, which I'll try to show you here on the Conrail by zooming in a little bit. There's this A style jacking pad here that you can see, and then on the one in the rear, which is an MKT, it is a square style jacking pad further back over the trucks. Now the third one really don't need to show you because there's no jacking pad on the third version. And then you have all these different deck treatments as well. So some of the holes that they had on these were filled in with different materials. Some of them it was like an oak deck. So you can see that on this front one here with the Conrail. And on the rear, they used metal plating, sometimes diamond grid or metal grating, and you can see that there. A couple of those grates broke loose on unboxing of that second one there, so I've laid them back in, but I'll need to glue those back in. Also, lots of other things to discuss about the details of these. Let's flip over the side. Obviously you can see the airline hoses and the brake wheel and the coupler cut lever, and those are on both ends. You can see the stirrup step ladder there on each side. You've got trucks that have roller bearings. You can see that moving there, but as I flip this over, you almost have to remove the trucks to see the good detail. Unfortunately, I'm cramming all this in on my lunch break from work, so we're not going to be able to take all those off. But you can see that there's air reservoirs and brake line rigging. Now on one side of the car, there's brake rigging, and on the other, and that basically balances the ABD valve and the relay valve. But on another end, well, that's the balance line, and then on the other side is just the air line. So you can see along the edge here, I'll try to show you that. They can't fit too much under it, so they sometimes tuck things up around the side. You can see the start of that there. On the other side of these, let me see if I can turn this around. As you can see, those other details I want to show you. You can see basically the holes in the center for mounting and tie downs. Just a really nicely detailed car. And the load limit shows up on different areas. You've got one there on the bottom. Moving up to the MKT, there's one next to the jacking pad. So you can see those there. And those are in different areas. They also have plates on some versions of the car. The car's composition has like a metal weight in the bottom of the car. So we'll do the weight, but it should weigh, according to Class 1, what it's supposed to weigh without a load. And then they offer a whole bunch of different loads, from large transformers, small transformers that are like the older 40s and 50s style. They got a large drum with tie downs and a large turbine pump. So you can pick up all those with Class 1 to actually add to these cars. So you can see the ruler to the right, but in the essence of time you're going to have to believe me, these are 8-inch long cars, just the car body, closer to 8.5 with the coupler, but I believe the NMRA weight is based on just the car body length, so 8 inches should be 1 initial ounce plus ½ an ounce per inch of car length. So we're talking about 5 ounces total, but that's weighed. It's showing up as 3.1 ounces on the scale here. So I believe it was kind of shown by Class 1 Model Works to be closer to 3.5, but I am getting 3.1 and 3.2 on mine. You add the actual weight to it, and you're going to be closer to the NMRA required weight of 4 pretty easily with the loads. Okay, these roll very freely, so no problem there. The wheel sets were engaged, coupler heights engaged. I don't have time to kind of get all that in video, but everything showed up great on the NMRA minus the weight. But if you add a load, which is really how the weight's supposed to work, then it's fine. So these move along pretty good. They wouldn't weigh down your consist at all unless you put some really heavy stuff on those flat cars. There's no body wobble. We will see you next time right here on the channel. Hope you enjoyed the quick look at these upcoming GSC flat cars from Class 1 Model Works.